Now we turn our attention to a company that has set the bar in its field. Get ready to learn.
At the forefront of innovation, helping customers stay ahead and constantly looking to the future, our next stop took us to Alfa Laval. Alfa Laval was introduced to the United States 125 years ago by Gustave de Laval, and its legacy of innovation still stands true for Alfa Laval today.
Well, the history of our company was started by our founder, Gustave de Laval. He was an inventor and also an engineer. There are three main core competencies in Alfa Laval today: separation, heat transfer, and fluid handling. Separation is simply separating liquids with different specific gravities, and as long as they can separate naturally, we can speed up that process in a centrifugal separator. Today we're quite prevalent in marine industry, biotech, cell separation, pharmaceutical, chemical, municipal waste treatment. In any industry really that has liquids that need to be separated, Alfa Laval is present.
A centrifuge is a high-speed rotating piece of equipment, and their close tolerance fits are extremely important for proper and safe operation of a centrifuge.
Alfa Laval core products include centrifuge separators, plate heat exchangers, and sanitary pumps and valves. Our separation systems can be found in a wide variety of industries, including on-board ships, where our centrifuges are used to protect our oceans from environmental discharge and to help power some of the world's largest fleets.
The Alfa Laval oil system that we've been putting on our boats take the place of filter pots that we used to use back in the 50s and 60s, and they're new. We don't throw nothing away, we don't have any filter costs, and it saves us time and money.
We started the system about 6 years ago, and we put it on the serial Ingram, and we've got real good response out of it. Everything works the way it should. You can run the boat any number of hours without having to clean the filter itself. We spend less money now and get a better job. It just works like a charm.
The considerations for choosing a vendor are the quality of the product and the reliability of the product, having the support that we need when we need it, because we're a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day operation, and Alfa Laval has always been able to support us with everything that they've provided to us. We've been buying products from Alfa Laval for over 25 years, and it's always been the product of choice for the things that we use it for. The marine transportation business is the most environmentally friendly mode of transportation when you compare it to truck and rail. The Alfa Laval systems that we use on our boats support our environmental initiatives by reducing the amount of waste that is generated aboard our vessels.
At Ingram Barge Company, our boats are outfitted with fuel centrifuges, Mawati filterless system, plate heat exchangers, and Alpha deck crankcase vents. The plate heat exchanger was sized by Alfa Laval to fit every engine in our fleet. So we have one plate cooler that covers every single boat in the fleet. It's small, it's in one package, and if we have a problem, we can exchange it on the fly. Previous to the installations, we had a multitude of different shapes of coolers. They were large. When we did have a cooling problem, we would lose 2 or 3 days of uptime because we had to stop and remove the cooler. Now we can change it on the fly at one of the origin or destination points.
And in respect to the type of equipment that we have on board that's from Alfa Laval on our Carnival ships, the two star performers, the two pieces of equipment that you really associate with Alfa Laval are the fuel oil and lube oil purifiers. They obviously play a critical role for the daily operation of the vessel. The fuel oil purifiers, their primary responsibility is removing foreign particles and debris from our fuel oil before it gets fed into the diesel engine. They have an efficiency rate of roughly 85% removal. They take it down to a 2-micron filtration process. Very good human eye can typically see down to roughly 40 micron. Your typical hair follicle is roughly 70 microns. So when you have a filtration process that goes down to 2 micron, you're talking about a very, very efficient piece of equipment. In respect to the lube oil filtration process, what they do is they constantly cycle through the lube oil contained within the lube oil sump for our diesel engines. What that roughly approximates to is 6,000 liters per sump, and then you have a cycle rate, that's a period of time when the lube oil purifiers actually touch that lube oil, roughly every 4 to 5 hours, which can amount to 5 to 6 times per day, And what this does is it helps continuously remove contaminants from the lube oil, which is a very efficient process. And it's very good for us as well because it allows us to continue to reuse that lube oil and not have to discard it, replenish it. It becomes a very efficient process. Those two critical pieces of equipment are essential for any vessel that's operating at sea, particularly for ships sailing 365 days a year, like cruise ships are. For many years to come, as long as these ships are operating, we'll be working with Alfa Laval as a partner, ensuring that that equipment keeps going, keeps us operating as business as usual.
Our decanter centrifuges can be found in wastewater treatment plants, where they're used to treat the wastewater and make it clean.
The Encino Wastewater Authority protects the Pacific Ocean, produces and uses renewable fuels, and gives the communities it serves a great deal. The way we do that is through a $225 million state-of-the-art wastewater treatment facility, which is located in Carlsbad, California. We have two Alfa Laval G2 decanter centrifuges. Those are used in our dewatering operation. We also use Alfa Laval heat exchangers to keep our cogeneration system up and running, and we also use that water to warm our digesters. Both those systems are integral to the productions of our solid byproduct, which is a renewable fuel used in the cement industry. Everything we do here, from the water coming in to the solids leaving the plant, is done with an environmental mission in mind.
For the future, Alfa Laval is looking forward to continue working with EWA by implementing new technologies, maintaining the equipment, optimizing their process, so that for the next 20 years, this wastewater treatment facility will continue to be top-notch.
All Alfa Laval products feature optimal sustainability, and by continuously targeting full plant process and cost optimization, Alfa Laval is able to remain a recognized world leader.
All three of our core technologies contribute to minimizing the overall carbon footprint in the industries that we serve. Centrifugal separation, for sure, is renewing and reusing fluids and reducing overall waste. On fluid handling, we're also reducing our overall energy needs by having more efficient products in the process. In our thermal products, we are reducing the overall energy needed and recycling some of that energy back into the processes.
This is actually a sugar mill operation. Many years ago, when we decided to increase our throughput, one of the limitations that we have, there's not a lot of space for additional equipment unless you build additional buildings. The Alfa Laval plate heater played a very big role in that by allowing us to install them inside the process building without having to add any additional storage space or areas. Alfa Laval has been a good supplier for us. They provide us with excellent equipment. We have relied on their expertise to really guide us through the design process and in the selection of the equipment.
Alfa Laval, being a global company, has both the global presence but also the local service. In the U.S. alone, we have 10 facilities, 5 of which are manufacturing sites, but also 5 service centers to meet the needs of our customers. Alfa Laval provides service agreements, what we call performance agreements, for our customers. There are 4 distinct levels, from basic to full-blown turnkey service. This includes classroom training, hands-on experience, but also a way a customer can optimize his equipment to ensure that it's working at its utmost efficiency.
Our mission statement is to optimize the performance of our customers' processes time and time again. For us here in the service center, that means to keep our customers' equipment up and running.
You can find Alfa Laval's presence in almost every part of your daily life. And now you understand why they are considered the world's greatest.